Whenever you're in any one of these databases, here are a few features that are going to be really helpful for you. If you would like, you can actually listen to an audio version of this article read to you. I think it's helpful to look at the headings and skim the headlines to see if this article is related to the topic you are interested in. A lot of times, just read the first two lines of each paragraph. Here's a great tip. If you're looking for a specific word or set of words in a very long articles, use this keyboard shortcut. Control F or Command F if you're on a Mac. Let's say I'm looking for about lynching in the South. So I'm going to type in South and then I hit return. And immediately this long article will show me every location where the word South is mentioned in my article. Using that control find is super helpful when you have lengthy articles. For this particular EBSCO article, you'll notice that at the bottom it does give you the sources from this article where they got their information. It's also up at the top are some tools that EBSCO provides for you. And the one that I think is the most helpful for you in this particular case is the one that says Cite. And in this case, this company provides you with the citation source and all these different formats. And here at Sunset, we use MLA. And so this citation is what you would copy and put on your work citation. I'm going to go ahead and use the full text so I can use that Control F feature if I want to. Once again, the tools are similar like when we looked in the research starter. Over here on the side, you have the option to print, email. This particular article does have some images in it. You'll notice when you get to the bottom, it does tell a little bit about the origin of the article, who published the document. We're going to want to know the credibility of this author because you're going to have to evaluate this source. You're going to evaluate this source for origin, purpose, content, value, and limitations. And so you want to pay attention to those things when you're previewing your articles. Just from what can you tell already, why did this author create this document? What is the main idea? What can I learn from this source? And do you just get a sense right away, are there any limitations to the source? And who is this author? And do we know anything about them that would help explain the document? I have a little tip to tell you about right now. When you're on your Chromebook, or if you're on the Chrome browser on any other computer, you can use this cool feature. Instead of printing the articles, you're still going to print the icon. One of the features that you can do, I'm going to go ahead and choose print here. One of the options that will work when you're on a Chromebook or in the Chrome browser, instead of taking this article and printing it to a printer, one of the options that you will have is to save directly to Google Drive. And when you save to Google Drive, you can just take this article and save it as a PDF right in your Google Drive folder, and you may want to rename it so you can remember what you're going to put the Google Drive name. So in this particular one, I might want to go and name it the name of the article and apply that. Don't forget to make sure you press save, and now that article is saved from the database and saved directly into my Google Drive folder. And that is a great, great feature. I'm going to go ahead and go back. I find that students are more willing to go look into quite a few articles back in the results list if they know they can easily just save them to their Google Drive and then go through the ones that they found later on and pick the one that's best. So U.S. history is going to give you lots of options. They're going to be great articles. If I come here and I'm looking in one particular one, you can click on the article once again, and the results are very similar to what you saw in EBSCO. You can listen to the article. At the very bottom of the article, many times you will see additional resources that will be helpful, books, website. Here is your source citation for Gale databases. They're at the bottom of the page. And the nice thing is that print to Google Drive feature works the same. Here's a nifty little trick with the Destiny Library Catalog. You can create your own list of books. So when I add this book to my list, it remembers it and puts it on my list. And when I go back to the search results, maybe I'm going to skip some of these fiction books, but I might come down and see if there's another book down here that might be interesting to look at. I saw this article. This name has come up several times in my databases. So I might want to go look and learn a little bit more about this particular story. So I'm going to add that one to my list. So one of the things when you go back and look under your search results, remember my hint about avoiding the fiction stories? You'll also notice in Destiny Library Catalog, besides books, it is showing you websites too. That is part of WebPath Express. This can be a great resource to go to get background information, but I believe for this particular assignment, your teachers are going to want you to use academic scholarly databases. So I have a couple books in my list. Let me show you what you can do with those. I'm now going to go to Resource List, and then I'm going to click on, there's some public lists, but I want to click on the one that says My List. There, I can view. It has both of the books that I found in the library, and this is the best part. You can print out this list, or you can create a citation list of these two books. And boom, when you press go, look at the computer is helping you do your citations for your print titles.